Good morning and welcome to Wargaming in a Cave. I'm sorry, not made any videos for a while. Just not really seem to have had the time when I've been gaming. But anyway, today I've made the effort and hopefully you'll enjoy it. We are commemorating, slightly late, the 80th anniversary of D-Day and the invasion in particular at Sword Beach along with Pegasus Bridge. We are using rapid fire rules and the scenarios from Colin Rumford's D-Day book and his the scenario online for the Pegasus Bridge. Let's show you the table. Okay, so starting on the eastern flank of the Normandy invasion, we have the famous, or soon to be famous, Pegasus Bridge, along with Cafe Gondre, which I know I've put in the wrong way round, so I will switch that round very shortly. We have the quiet French countryside. The terrain boards have all been handmade. I've made them a while ago now, back in 2014, and at the time terrain boards seemed to be the way to go. I haven't really used them much since then. I've put this game on a few times, including at Salute, and the boards seem to have worn very well. They are quite industrially made. I've switched to mats of late. And here you can see where the Paras will be landing, the pond, and the approach to the bridge, along with Cafe Gondre, which is now the right way round, ready to greet the liberators. Here you can see the invasion forces, the German garrison ready to be deployed, and Major Howard and his paratroopers ready to be landed on their gliders. I've never got around to repainting I bought those free, painted off of eBay, and not got around to repainting them. Another list of chores to do as a wargamer that never quite gets achieved. Anyway, there is Pegasus Bridge, and we'll have two players playing on that table, and then the other three of us will be on the main table, which is Queen Sector rather, of Sword Beach. Again, the terrain boards have all been handmade. I even sprinkled some sand from Sword Beach on them when I made them, that I brought home from a trip there. As you can see, the Colin Rumford's bunkers being well used, and of course the delivery of the coffee early in the morning. Hillman, which is occupied. Morris up on the hill, Daimler up on the hill overlooking the invasion beaches. Weestrom, and yes, of course, the infamous casino, which, yes, I know wasn't there, but artistic license is artistic license. The German defenders waiting to be deployed, and I'll just give you a panoramic view as I move around the other side of the table, so I can show you the view from the Liberators. You can see the beach, and I haven't quite got enough beach defences on it. Well, I haven't got anywhere near enough beach defences on there. Need more Belgium gates, etc, etc. But you get the idea. Again, like many things, getting round to completing it. And there's the infamous non-existent casino. There's Pack 40 hiding in the bottom, and a close-up of River Bella. Now, that was scratch built for me by Keith Warren. He used to run his own company called Realistic Modelling Services, and that's now become Debris of War, that's run by Anthony. I can't remember his surname, sorry, but he has produced all the flock that you see on the terrain boards, which I've used. And there we go. Right, so the British invasion forces, the first couple of LCTs are ready to land. As I say, we're using the scenario from Colin Rumford's D-Day book. So the first wave are the LCTs. Of course, they have to survive the mines on the way in, so we'll see whether or not they make it. I'm hoping to do regular updates during the day, and hope you enjoy watching, and hopefully you're quite pleased with it, or you think the terrain's quite impressive. Anyway, more reports to follow. Play Beethoven's Fifth.
Beethoven's Fifth Symphony by Vienna Symphony Orchestra and Ludwig van Beethoven on Amazon Music.
Alexa, stop. In the early hours of the morning, Major Howard and his men have landed near Pegasus Bridge. The gliders got down successfully, although Major Howard was very lucky, being given a free re-roll to avoid an ahistorical beginning.
God is on my side.
The Ox and Bucks are rushing towards the bridge. They've taken out the sentries who were awake, but have now come under machine gun fire from the bunker and from Cafe Gondre across the other side of the canal. On Sword, we've started. The LCTs on the way in struck a mine, causing heavy damage to one of the Arves, which may well hinder the British when they're trying to get off the beach. As they've come in, they've largely been untroubled by mines, thankfully, but now they've landed. The flail has taken a heavy damage from the anti-tank gun in the bunker, and over here the German bunkers have started to open fire. As you can see, the British are trying to flail their way across the beach. The problem they're encountering is that their naval gunfire was particularly ineffective, not hitting anything, or not effectively hitting anything. So we're at the end of turn 3 on Sword Beach. The British are ashore, their initial parties anyway, with more to follow, and more updates from Pegasus as they try and seize the bridge and liberate Cafe Gondre. So we're on end of turn 6 at Pegasus. British paratroopers are arriving to reinforce. As far as capturing the bridge is concerned, they have got half of it, but they're, despite storming over, have come under heavy machine gun fire from Cafe Gondre, so not yet got the whole bridge in their possession. Is the sun coming up yet? Turn 6? Probably another couple of turns of darkness
in the east
before daylight appears over the Orne. Back on the beach, we're on wrap start turn 7. As you can see, the British have landed. A couple of tanks have taken heavy damage, mainly from mines and from the bunker. The bunker of the British have managed to put smoke on there, but then they've just come under withering small arms fire from River Bella, causing casualties amongst the first wave of infantry. As you can see, the other part of the Suffolks, I think the Suffolks have debussed there. A couple of DD tanks have fallen foul of mines. The Germans rolling really effectively for those mines that have gone off. And here the British are moving towards being able to assault the first of the German strong points. And more landing craft, as you can see, are on their way for the next wave. We're at the end of turn 7, and we'll update you in a couple more turns when we've, hopefully the Allies will have made some more progress up the beach. Okay, so we're at the end of turn 10 at Pegasus Bridge, and the bridge is firmly in British hands. Major Howard has just sent out ham and jam. They've secured the Cafe Gondre, taken quite a few casualties, but they're securely in around the bridge, waiting for the commandos or German counterattack, whichever comes first. Time will tell. Back on the beach, the British are making slow progress. They've reached the sea wall, but that bunker is still operating, although it's currently shrouded in smoke. They've suffered quite a lot of casualties to the bunker, River Bella. They need to neutralise it so they can effectively get off the beach. In the centre, more troops have started to arrive. Over outside WN20, British casualties have been a lot lighter. The ravine, the Arv is about to deploy its ravine so the British can get up over the sea wall and hopefully start to get into France proper. We're a couple of turns behind on the beach game, but that's quite good because if the Germans are successful with their counter-attack, they'll get to appear at the back of the boards here as part of the German reinforcements. I'll keep you posted as to progress. As you can see, there's a lot of fun's being had, and we're using rapid fire, which are excellent for a game of this size. Nice and quick, everything's on a D6, and a good flow to the game. More to come. Good afternoon in the real world, and I think we're on turn 10 on Sword Beach. As you will see, the casino has been reduced to rubble by a successful petard, and the remnants of the defenders have retired to the building behind. River Bella is still holding on. The British have suffered a lot of casualties trying to cross this piece of sand. They're now trying to get in up the ramp that have been created, and you can see the British are into Oostrum.
Yeah, next turn.
And will hopefully soon be racing to relieve their colleagues further along the beach.
So it's like you say, do I want to fire these?
The commandos have landed, trying to make the most of those exits to get off. As you can see, an Arv has been lowered, Fascine built, plenty of exits, and so hopefully next turn the British will be up into the green pastures beyond. You can see some German reinforcements have arrived. The other big news from the Sword Beach is a whole landing craft carrying 5 self-propelled guns unfortunately fell foul to a mine and didn't make it to the beach. The captain was unable to save it, so they've lost all of that equipment. So the British are not having it all their own way, but they're starting to push off the beach, which is obviously the first big hurdle. Over at Pegasus,
Right.
I wouldn't bring the
commando's obviously not yet arrived, and we have
a bit risky.
we have a telephone ringing. It's probably for Major Howard, ringing to find out how he's doing. Well, he's holding on, but as you can see, Panzer Grenadiers from 21st Panzer Group have arrived on the table, and they're pushing forward.
Sorry?
Powers are holding on resolutely at the moment,
Yeah, throw it.
but they will need help soon.
Okay.
So it's imperative that Lord Lovett, who is somewhere on the beach, I can't see him currently, I was hoping to show him to you.
So,
There he is.
Oh.
Lord Lovett and Millen. It's imperative they get up off the beach as quickly as possible and on to Pegasus. Okay, we're on just finished turn 12, and as you can see, Lord Lovett and his commandos are off the beach and onto the French countryside, although German reinforcements have arrived, so they're going to have to fight their way past them before they can relieve Pegasus. There's a bit of congestion trying to get out of the restricted pathways. British haven't probably created as many as they should have done to help exiting the beach. Over here, continue to take casualties from mines and artillery. But there's a petard in place to hopefully silence some of the defenders of River Bella, and the British are pushing through Oostrum. Over on Pegasus, live action, as you can see, Paris coming under pressure from Panzer Grenadiers from von Lux, 21st Panzer.
Right.
Paris are holding on resolutely at the moment.
These will reach
Secure
the
in Cafe Gondre, and then we can see there's still some left. Holding on.
9 in there then.
Yeah.
And they can hear the pipes of Millen in the distance. How long will it be? Will they be here in time? We've reached the end of the battle. It's been a long day, but very, very enjoyable. As you can see, the bunker in front of River Bella has just been petarded, and the British have assaulted, getting in there to take revenge on the people that have been wreaking death and havoc upon them. They're pushing their way through Oostrum, although they're not going to be able to take out Daimler at the back of the hill. They have down the other end of Queen Sector. They've gone off in mass and overcome the last German defenders. And you will see over at Pegasus that jaunty old Lord Lovett. He's had a bit of a sped up move to allow him to get there, but in essence we've come to the end of the day and the Paras have just about held on. They've taken some fairly frightening casualties, but they've had to wait a long time for relief, and they've managed to do it. The first DD off sped past these Germans hiding in here, but the Panzerfaust didn't work, and the remnants of Howard's command
2 of them.
are there to... It's more than 2.
Those are Paras, aren't they?
Yeah,
But the Oxen box.
Paras are here, yeah. Yeah. There are actually, I do the Oxen Bucks a disservice. There's quite a few of them left.
In there.
Oh yes, yeah. So
Not many Oxen boxes.
they're holding
Mostly
on.
Paras.
Holding on at the end of
Heroic.
a very enjoyable day gaming. We've had a lot of fun with Rapid Fire. The rules have rattled along. We haven't played them for a while, but they are excellent for large games. I'll give you a last
I've got to
panoramic
say,
view
Thank you.
of the table.
Good game.
For such
And that's
a
it from Wargaming in a Cave. Leave it on the casualty station.
I didn't touch it.